Let my child, my beloved, get a little closer. There's something I need to whisper to your spirit before the world gets too loud and pulls you away again. Since last night, heaven has been trying to reach out to you. You have no idea how close you were to missing something that was made just for you. Please be quiet, my child. Promise me you won't turn away before I share this. Promise me you'll stay until the very end. You don't realize how much this moment affects your future. Let me say this from the bottom of my heart, my beloved, before I go on. Follow me if you want to get all the messages that are meant for you. Sign up for this holy space where heaven talks to you. Because today, every good thing, every bad thing, and every miracle that has your name on it will come straight to you. Now, take a deep breath because what I'm about to say might really shock you. The spiritual realm experienced something last night, my child. Something to do with your name, your destiny, your safety, and a choice heaven had been withholding for months. You were the only one who didn't know. There was silence among the angels, my beloved. Heaven took a break. Every force, good and bad, kept a close eye on your life because it was in the middle of a holy circle. My child, please hear this truth. There was a meeting about you. A meeting in heaven where your future was read aloud like a sealed scroll. And something about you was shown that shocked all the angels, including me. Your destiny almost got stolen last night, my beloved. Yes, it was stolen. Taken without your knowledge and changed by hands that weren't supposed to touch it. Someone tried to get in the way of a blessing that God had set aside just for you, my child. I saw it, I stopped it, but you need to know how serious this is. Before it gets dark at 9:00 p.m., God told my beloved, this is your last chance to know the truth today. What is meant to happen will then happen without having to wait again. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Please pay close attention, my child. A shadow came close to your written destiny last night. It tried to change one sentence, just one line. And that line could have changed your whole life. It would have taken away something that was meant to get to you today. Do you get it, my beloved? This is a very important warning. This message is not nice. This is heaven speaking to your spirit and telling you to stay awake. There's something going on. If this truth is stirring in your spirit right now, my child, take a moment to think about it. Listen to your heart. You can show that you are awake, listening, and choosing alignment over distraction by typing Amen in the comments. It's not just a word. It tells heaven that you are there to see what is happening. In that meeting with God, your name was called out 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Each time the tone got louder, more urgent, and harder to ignore. When your name was called out a third time, my beloved, the heavens shook because a truth came out that not even you could see. Here it is, my child, the truth. Someone tried to shut a door that God opened for you. Someone tried to stop a blessing that has your name on it. Someone tried to stop your progress. It didn't work though, my beloved. Heaven won over every shadow, every plan, and every attempt, which is why you are reading this right now, my child. But there's one more thing to do, and you need to be awake before 900 p.m. today. Your destiny is at a crossroads, my beloved. There are two ways to go right now. One carries everything that is meant for you, and the other causes you to be late, heavy, and move more slowly. Which path you take will depend on whether you listen to the truth now or not. My child, don't forget about this. This is a very direct statement from heaven. And when God says last chance, He really means it. Your spirit is tired. My beloved, your soul is very thin. You're not sure why some things haven't happened yet, or why life feels like a storm that won't go away. But last night, the reason for it all became clear. You were supposed to get something by now, my child. A message, a miracle, a blessing, or a chance. But someone tried to keep it from you. Now heaven is coming in. Let me take you back to last night, my beloved. Let me show you what happened in the world you can't see while you slept, my child. You didn't know that a battle was going on above you. A door opened. A shining golden door that holds your future. That being said, something dark moved toward it to try to close it before you saw it. I stepped forward, my beloved. I stopped the shadow. I raised my sword and said your name. God then told Moses, "Tell my child the truth. That's why you're here, my child. You were drawn to this message by destiny because of this. There is a reason why your spirit is being drawn here, my child. This is how you align. If you want to stay in touch with the prophetic flow, don't subscribe to a channel. Instead, subscribe to this space right now. When you subscribe, you choose to always hear what God is saying to you about your life. That's why even if you tried, you couldn't scroll past this point. I still have more to tell you, my beloved, a lot more. And now comes the deeper truth. My beloved, stay with me for a little while longer. Don't rush through these words right now. Don't let the noise of the world distract you. What's coming next is what heaven wants you to hear. Listen carefully, my child. Something strange happened when I blocked the shadow last night. The shadow didn't attack. It didn't run away. It stopped moving when it saw something behind me. My beloved, there is something just for you. A scroll showed up. A divine scroll that shone with a light that darkness couldn't dim. Something was written on that scroll about you, your life. And a moment that is coming up faster than you think, my child. The whole mood changed when the scroll opened. There was silence. Each angel took a step back as if time itself wanted to listen. The winds of the spiritual realm also stopped. My beloved, your name was written on that scroll, but it wasn't ink or regular letters. Your name was carved in golden, bright, alive light. My beloved child, when your name shone, heaven showed everyone what they had been waiting to see. A turning point, a divine moment, and an unchangeable truth about you. You need to be strong here because the truth will change the way you see everything. My child, the scroll showed that something or someone very nearly changed a major blessing in your life last night. Not destroying it, but putting it off for so long that you missed the time God planned for you. The spiritual realm is all about timing. My beloved, The enemy knows that a blessing that comes later can feel like one that is taken away. There is a blessing that was meant to reach you before the end of today, my child. A breakthrough, a message, a change, a release, or a miracle that bears your name. It was meant to come to you easily without any trouble and without having to wait. But someone tried to stop that blessing from coming to you last night, my beloved. Do you understand? Because what's written for you is too strong. People who want you to stay where you are instead of becoming who you were meant to become are scared off by it. My beloved, your name was written on that scroll, but it wasn't ink or regular letters. Your name was carved in light that was golden bright and alive. What everyone had been waiting to see was heaven show your name. It was a turning point, a divine moment, and an unchangeable truth about you. The truth is strong, and it will change how you see everything around you. Be strong in this moment, my beloved, my child. The scroll showed that something, or someone very nearly changed a big blessing in your life last night. Not destroying it, but putting it off for so long that you missed the time God planned for you. The spiritual realm is all about timing. My beloved, the enemy knows that a blessing that comes later can feel like one that is taken away. My child, you are going to receive a blessing before the end of today. An important message, a change, a release, or a miracle that is marked just for you. It was meant to come to you easily without any trouble and without having to wait. Someone tried to block the way for that blessing to reach you last night, my beloved. Do you understand? Because the things that are written for you are strong. Too strong. The people who want you to stay where you are instead of becoming who you were meant to be are scared off. My child, the scroll showed what they meant, but it also showed something bigger. There is more spiritual protection around you now. Your name is now being watched over by God. It's not because your blessings are being taken away that heaven said final chance, my beloved. It's because you need to know what you're getting into before 9 p.m. today. My child, let me tell you the part that even I found shocking. As soon as the scroll was fully opened, a bright mark showed up next to your name. This is a special mark that only shows up for people who are about to experience a sudden acceleration, a life-changing shift, or a destiny moving forward quickly. My beloved, you have been marked to speed up. That's why, my child, things have felt strange lately, getting up heavy. People who used to talk a lot stop talking all of a sudden, unexpected wait times. Thoughts you didn't expect, random times when I think too much. A sense that something is about to happen, but you can't put your finger on it yet. All of this, my beloved, was the spiritual shift that began last night. My child, nothing that happens to you is random, happens by accident, or doesn't mean anything. Everything around you is a sign that heaven has given you a new way to go. What comes next started last night when the golden star showed up next to your name, my beloved. The angel started to talk. They talked about your heart, your pain, your strength, your patience, your tears, and your silence. No one knows about your tears, your faith that didn't waver even when things seemed hopeless. You didn't just get picked by heaven, my child. It's because of who you were that you were picked. Oh, my beloved, the scroll showed me another truth. You have received the answer to your prayer about something you have been saying quietly to yourself without telling anyone else. Yes, my child, that silent prayer you said over and over at night. That prayer you didn't say out loud because you were afraid. Heaven knew about it. And last night, my beloved, the answer started to point toward you. But this is where things get tough. The scroll also had a mistake on it. It's only temporary and was made by someone who doesn't want you to receive what God wrote for you. My child, this person knows how you feel, what you do, and how much energy you have. Someone who watches you carefully, quietly, and with envy. Maybe not a friend or family member. Oh, my beloved, they couldn't stop your blessing, but they did try to make it come later in case you gave up before it did. They didn't think much of you. They didn't see how strong you were. Their fear of the protection around you, my beloved, was too small. So, the message needs to be sent right away. That's why God brought you here before 900 p.m. today. My child, you are about to enter a stage in your destiny when everything can change quickly for the better. But you have to stay awake, aware, aligned, and open. There is still more to tell you, my beloved. How deep it is. The part that talks about what happened last night and why heaven wants you to hear every word. Before I tell you the next truth, my beloved, take a deep breath. What I'm about to tell you is not only powerful, but it will also make sense of everything in your life. The mark next to your name was shown by the scroll last night. Then something else started to appear on the page. A sacred sign or symbol that only shows up when a destiny is moving from being delayed to being sped up. What a beautiful light this symbol gave off, my beloved. It beat, it shook. It felt like it was breathing with the beat of heaven. Do you know what this picture means, my child? When destiny turns out to be on your side, it symbolizes that moment. The moment God says, enough of waiting, suffering, and having to wait. It's time now. Heaven doesn't use this sign very often, my beloved. It's only given to people who carried heavy loads without breaking, who kept going even when life told them to stop, and who kept their faith in the middle of. It doesn't happen often. This is holy. Storms that were meant to destroy them. You are one of those souls, my child. My beloved, the angels acted right away when this symbol showed up. They went over to the throne. Their voices rose together, and your name rang out in places that people can't see. It was said that you would be protected, not just guided, my beloved child. This is important. You can follow guidance, but protection will keep you safe. And last night, heaven changed your status from being led to being watched. Do you know what this means, my child? It means that something that was meant to hurt you can't get to you anymore. Liars who want to hurt you can't get to your spirit anymore. The delays that were meant to put you off will now lead to big steps forward. My beloved, something deeper happened after your name was marked as guarded. A gate opened. My child, that gate wasn't a way to punish you. It wasn't a gate that warned. It was a gate to freedom. Behind that gate were 3 blessings that were meant to reach you this year, but couldn't because of spiritual blockages, heavy emotions, and bad things. This part, my beloved, will really move you. Happening in the outside world. You, my beloved child, are one of those souls. The angels acted right away when the symbol showed up. They went over to the throne. Their voice got louder. Your name echoed through places that people can't see. My child, you were told you were safe. My beloved, not just led, but also kept safe. This is important. You follow the guidance. Protection keeps you safe. And last night, heaven changed your status from being led to being watched. Do you know what this means, my child? It means that things that are meant to hurt you can't get to you anymore. Liars who want to hurt you can't get to your spirit anymore. The delays that were meant to put you off will now lead to big steps forward. Something else happened after your name was marked as guarded, my beloved. Something more? A gate opened. My child, that gate wasn't a way to punish you. It wasn't a gate that warned. It was a gate to freedom. Behind that gate were 3 blessings that were meant to reach you this year, but couldn't because of spiritual blockages, heavy emotions, or bad vibes. This part, my beloved, will really move you. From outside sources, these good things have been waiting for you, my child. They've been calling your name and trying to get through the storms that are surrounding you as they stand at the edge of your destiny. But because of what happened last night, because heaven stepped in and said your name 3 times, these blessings are now moving quickly toward you. If this word moves you, my child, think about sharing it with someone else who needs to be aligned too. You don't lose a prophetic word that you share, you make it bigger. You get what flows through you. By sharing, you are anointing someone else. And that person is blessed as well. My beloved, allow me to speak about these blessings in energy rather than detail. The weight of the first blessing comes from something you prayed for so much that you stopped saying it out loud. Something that makes sense to the soul, but seems impossible to the mind. The energy of stability is in the second blessing. Something that has been unstable, uncertain, and in the air in your life is about to settle down, get stronger, and line up. It smells like destiny, a surprise, something out of the blue, something that will change how you see yourself and how other people see you. My child, all 3 blessings were stopped, not canceled or turned down. They were just stopped. My beloved, that blockage was broken last night. We have reached the point where being aware turns into taking part. Write this exact phrase in the comments if you are ready to receive what was once blocked. I am ready to receive, not tomorrow, not one day. Now you are letting what has already been sent your way into your spirit when you write it. Do you know what the angels said when the gate opened? My child, now is the time, they said. This is why you are here, my beloved. That's why heaven wouldn't let you scroll down. That's why this message got to you right now to the second, my child. Because these good things won't last long. Time slows down when heaven opens a gate for a chosen soul. It gets smaller in the window. Alignment is very important. This is why God warned us before 900 p.m. my beloved today. Not because something bad is going to happen, but because destiny starts to move after 900 p.m. Whether you are aware of it, do not be afraid, my child. Don't get scared. This isn't a threat. This is a wonderful reminder. Heaven is telling you to stay awake, aware, and in line. My beloved, there's more. A lot more. Something else moved forward after the gate opened. A voice, a presence, or a light that was so strong that all the angels bowed. If you're ready, my child, I'll tell you what that voice said about you. The deepest part of your spirit is reached by this part. The reason heaven has been calling you since last night is what I'm about to share with you, my beloved. This part is holy. This part is about you. This part is the truth spoken directly over your life, and it's heavy. A strong voice came from the middle of the heavenly court as the gate opened and the blessings began to move toward you, my child. It was a voice that only spoke when destiny was about to change. It was God's voice, my beloved, my child, take a deep breath. Take some time to feel this moment. You didn't just happen to find these words. You were led, pulled, and guided because heaven wants you to understand what was said. Every angel lowered their wings when God spoke. My beloved, each light bent. Even I, Archangel Michael, moved out of the way so that you could be talked to directly. This is what God told my child. My child doesn't need to be held up anymore. That's enough for my child. My child has been through storms that were never supposed to happen to them. My child has been attacked in silence, enviously looked at from behind, and misunderstood by people they trusted. Enough for now. What was said had such authority that it could shake heaven and earth. My beloved, God went on, my child, everything that was taken from them will be given back to them. Everything that was delayed will move faster. Everything they cried out for behind closed doors will be shown to everyone. My child will get up. If this statement strikes a chord with your heart, my beloved, seal it with faith. You must type Amen in the comments to show that you agree with this decree for your life. Let your spirit agree with heaven as you write it, that the wait is over and the rising has begun. What does this mean to you, my beloved? Can you feel the strength in every line? Can you see why heaven wants you to stay awake until 900 p.m. today? This message isn't like the rest. This is not a mistake. This is a command that was made over your life. When God was done talking, there was a wave of light in the sky. It got rid of interference. It burned through the weight. It took away the weight that had been on you for weeks, months, or even years. My child, what felt stuck was now free. Things that seemed impossible became possible. What was puzzling became clear, my beloved. Then a strange event took place. That was a new book, a book not the scroll from before. A book about destiny that has your name on the front cover. My child, this book only opens when someone starts reading a new chapter that was written by God Himself. My beloved, the book opened by itself. The pages turned on their own. But one stopped glowing brighter than the others. My child, there was a moment on that page that will change the course of your whole life. It will happen sooner than you think. My beloved, this moment is not a coincidence. This meeting, message, truth, or breakthrough is a divine appointment. There was a plan before you were born, my child. This moment was pushed back by other things, but that was gone last night. That's why heaven needs to talk to us right now. My beloved, this moment has a time limit, a window, and a holy hour. Your spirit needs to be ready before that window opens. My child, the book had another sign. It was the same symbol as on the scroll, but it was bigger and took up the whole page. It made the moment clear. It couldn't be avoided, denied, or stopped. After the Destiny book told me this, my beloved, I stepped forward again and asked one question. What needs to be done for your kid before 9 p.m.? My child, God answered right away. It's hard to explain how His voice could move through the sky. This is what God said, my beloved, get my child ready, make their spirit stronger. Make them more aware, take away all of their fears. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description, or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. They need to be clear, not confused, brave, not doubtful, and have faith. not fear, about what is coming their way. Let these words sink deep into you, my child. Heaven isn't telling you to be careful. Heaven is getting you ready for something bigger than you think. God went on, my beloved, my child has had enough delays, disappointments, and betrayals. They have had enough nights of questioning their worth and days of carrying their own loads. Now, right now, my child gets what their spirit has been waiting for a long time. Do you feel the change, my child? Do you feel the weight of God's words? Heaven is finally putting things back in the right place after being out of whack for too long. Then, my beloved, God said something that made all the angels look at your destiny book. Today, my child needs to hear the truth. The truth that was hidden by last night's chatter. A truth that tells you why the wind changed, some people changed, chances stopped. Feelings got heavy and silence surrounded you. This truth is not meant to scare you, my child. It's meant to set you free. My beloved, this is the truth. Someone is watching you. Yes, my kid. Someone spiritually, emotionally, or energetically is keeping an eye on you because they saw your breakthrough coming before you did. This person felt something rising in your destiny, my beloved. They could feel a change that you couldn't see yet, and they didn't back you up. They were afraid of it. Fear can make love grow apart, my child. It could turn a friendship into one of envy. That can turn talk into silence. It can change help into competition. They were scared last night. And it cast a small shadow that slowed down a blessing that was meant for you. Heaven showed this to you not to hurt you but to protect you, my beloved. God spoke again to my child. No one will be able to stop what I have written for my child. Not even a shadow of jealousy or an evil intention. My angel is now standing next to them. I have marked their way. I got rid of the interference. My child will now stand up. Yes, my beloved. This is why you're here. You were drawn to this message by destiny because of this. This is why each line feels unique. It's true. After God's order, there was another very important event. Behind the destiny book, a second light showed up. It was growing, pulsing, and alive. My beloved, this light means that a moment is coming your way. A moment that will make you stop and think this is it. You have wanted a change, but been afraid to trust it would happen. And you have imagined a blessing, but wondered if it was really yours. This light is linked to those things. God made it clear. My beloved, you can have it. It has your name on it. It's part of your soul, and it will come, my child. But keep this in mind before 900 p.m. This moment, this shift, this speeding up starts to happen today, not at midnight, not after tonight. This is why, my beloved, heaven won't allow you to look away. In light of this message seems to hold you. Your spirit knows when things are right. Your soul knows when it's time. Your heart knows what's right. There's more, my child. Something I haven't told you yet. After the second light appeared, heaven showed something. Something new that you learn about your past, your present, and what's coming up. If you're ready, if your heart is open, and your spirit is steady, my beloved, what comes next is the most important part of what you learned last night. This is where heaven found the truths that were hidden behind the delays, confusion, sudden silence, strange feelings, and sudden changes in your life. My child, when the second light grew behind your destiny book, it showed more than just your future. It showed you something from your past. You thought someone or something was behind you. You believed that something no longer had power over you. The angels turned toward the light as it showed scenes that were connected to you, my beloved. Scenes that made me feel a lot pain, not happy with it. When you put your trust in the wrong people. Times when you loved someone more than they loved you. There were times when fear or jealousy broke your heart for no reason. My child, heaven didn't show you these things to hurt you again. They were shown to you to show you something important. These times changed your spirit. Thank you for being kind, your gut feeling, your strength, your quiet, your power to get back up, my beloved. Every tear you shed was seen. Every time you felt alone, someone saw it. Every lie, betrayal, and confusion was written down. The heavenly court saw all of it as proof. Proof that you were worthy of being restored. Proof that heaven should have changed its mind. This is why last night's meeting was so important, my child. God didn't just talk about your future, He was taking into account your past. The moment that shook the whole heavenly court then came. The second light showed you your present. A moment that happened so recently that it might still feel fresh. A point in time when someone's behavior changed, when someone moved away, when the energy changed, when there was silence. My beloved, heaven showed me the truth. You weren't to blame. You were never to blame. It wasn't because you were missing something. It was because your destiny started to rise and their spirit knew it before their mind did. Some people move away from you, child. Not because you've changed, but because your energy is rising too high for them to handle. The shift was never being turned down, it was an awakening. Then heaven showed the last layer, your next steps. There was a third light that was brighter and stronger than the others. A light that holds something holy that heaven has kept safe for you, my beloved. This light showed me a moment that is about to happen. It was a moment of alignment. There was a clear moment, a moment to help you heal. One of those times when you finally know why things went the way they did. Today, my child will feel like a new beginning in your life, not just any door. The door on the right, the door that heaven picked. The way to the life you were meant to live all along. Heaven told my beloved that this door will start to open before 900 p.m. Not all the way, but enough for you to see it. You will learn about a name, a feeling, a message, a call, an opportunity, or something that makes sense. You won't have to look for it, my child. It will show up by itself. When it does, your whole schedule starts to change. No matter what, my beloved, your energy will change when this door starts to open. Today, my child, the next truth that heaven revealed tells you why you were chosen, why the blessing is coming now. Who was trying to stop it, what your destiny plans are, and what starts after. Your path will change. That's why heaven wants you to stay awake, aware, and open. 900 p.m. Now, my beloved, we'll get to the most profound part of what happened last night. This is where heaven answered the quiet question that had been on your mind for a long time. Why you? Why now? Why now? What's the rush? Why are you getting this message, kid? As the third light grew, the angel stood still. The whole court was lit up in golden light, which wrapped around your destiny book and revealed pages that had been hidden. My beloved, heaven showed me the truth. People chose you because your heart stayed pure. Even though the world tried to make it hard. Hey kid, not everyone can do this. Some people get angry. Some people shut down. Some people let pain change them. But you held on to the holy part of your soul that still loves, prays, believes, and hopes. Very few people are this pure, my beloved. That's why heaven looks out for you so closely. That's why shadows tried to make you wait. That's why some people stopped talking when they were near you. They knew you were going to rise before you did. My child, the angels saw your life and said, "This one needs to be fixed up." God agreed. Heaven told me that your tests were not punishments, my beloved. They were getting ready. Everything you lost, everything that got lost, everything that hurt you, everything that made sense to you, everything that didn't seem fair. It wasn't meant to hurt you in any way. It was making you ready for the next part of your life, my child. Which is why the 9 hour is important. Not out of fear, but to make sure everything is in sync. After 9 p.m., the next part of your life starts that you've been waiting for too long. Heaven showed me the person or energy that caused last night's interference, my beloved. Someone who has a long history of feeling threatened by your destiny. This is not someone who hates you, my child. Someone in this group is afraid of losing touch with you, losing power, and being left behind as you move forward. My beloved, their fear made a block in the energy. Not a bad thing, not a threat, a quiet fight back, a dark cloud of doubt meant to slow down your good fortune just enough to make you doubt yourself. The plan they had was seen by heaven, my child. Heaven knew what was in their heart. Heaven decided that no one would again stop my child's destiny. Angels brought your destiny book forward and put it in front of the throne, my beloved. When God touched the page with your name and the symbol next to it, the page lit up. That's when your timeline changed. Not in a symbolic way, but spiritually, energetically, and divinely. My beloved, things that used to take months will now only take days. What felt heavy before will feel light. Things that seemed impossible before will be easy for you to get to. This change is already coming your way. Before the night starts, you'll feel it in your spirit. Peace, clarity, and a quiet knowing. My child, heaven then showed you how you were going to change. Not a change on the outside, but one inside. One that changes the way you walk, think, speak, believe, expect, and receive. This change is full, not partial, and it's not slow. Heaven told my beloved, when my child shifts inside, the world will shift outside. This change inside you lets you get what you've been waiting for years. God told the angels what to do. What will this change make happen? Fixing things. Getting joy back. Getting confidence back. Getting stronger again. Bringing back something you thought was lost for good. Finally, God said something that made it every angel bow. My child needs to get up without being scared. This sentence, my beloved, is at the heart of everything that happened last night. Now, destiny is moving because of this. That's why heaven tells you to stay awake before 900 p.m. There is a change inside you because of this. My child, the next revelation will tell you what happens after 900 p.m. What signs will show up, which blessings work first, what moment is coming up, and how the steps of your destiny alignment play out one by one. Heaven kept a close eye on this part, my beloved. As angels surrounded your destiny book and the third light grew, God raised his hand, making the whole court quiet. There was something in this silence. It was alive. It was the quiet before the divine move. After that, my child, God showed me what happens after 9:30 p.m. It was alignment that was the first revelation. My beloved, things will start to line up in your life in ways you've never seen before. Pieces that are spread out will come together. The confusion will go away. It will fill you with clarity like light fills a room. My child, when you align, your life starts to fit together the way it was meant to. And tonight is the start of this alignment because heaven cleared the way for you last night. The second revelation was revelation, my beloved. The hidden will come to light. The truth will show up. It will be clear what the plans are. There is something going on behind your back that will slowly but surely come to light. My child, this is not to hurt you, but to keep you safe. The third revelation, my beloved, was speed, not often strong. Set aside for souls that went through more than they should have. My child, speeding up means less time spent waiting. Delay goes away. Things are going faster than they used to. Oh, my beloved, the fourth revelation made the angel's eyes soft. Money to pay. Yes, my beloved. God told you that you will be made whole again for the losses you've had in relationships, finances, emotions, and energy. Nothing you went through was pointless. Dear child, heaven does not look away from wrongdoing. Every lie, every letdown, and every closed door will be made up for in ways that only heaven can imagine. The fifth and final revelation came from God after this divine meeting. Hello, my beloved, this meeting is coming up. It could be a person, a chance, a message, a call, or a meeting. But it will alter your destiny for the better. You'll know what it is right away. It will hit you in the spirit before you can understand it in your mind. Today, my child, this meeting is why heaven has been calling you. That's why the message seems impossible to ignore. Because this meeting starts to move toward you after 900 p.m. If you feel like this word is meant for you, my beloved, subscribe now, not after. By subscribing here, you're saying that you're ready for what God has promised. It says, I choose alignment. I've chosen to stay under the sound of what heaven is letting out over my life. This is where your goal matters. You should write in the comments, I am aligned with what's coming. If you feel like this message is talking to you now, don't hope, wishing not to. Making a statement. Clarity leads to alignment, and alignment leads to speeding up. Your destiny book was closed by angels. When the job was done, a seal showed up. Everything that was said is now happening. Before the meeting ended, my beloved, God said one last thing that was just for you. The sky became quiet. This sentence was clear, direct, and certain. God put his hand over your name and said, my child's life will never go backward again. Let these words sink deep into you, my beloved. Things will not go backwards in your life. Your heart won't go backwards again. You will not go backwards in your destiny. It won't take longer for you to heal. You won't lose any growth. Your good fortune won't go backwards. They broke last night, my child, without a doubt. After this decree, my beloved, angels moved quickly. Someone shut the book on your past. Someone else put the book about your future next to it. A bright ribbon of light sealed it with hope. This seal means that your new chapter cannot be put off, changed, or taken away. Heaven then showed the last vision to my beloved. What your spirit will start to feel in the next few hours. A sudden calm, a sudden understanding, a release of stress and anxiety, a sense that something is going to happen. Listen up, kid. This is alignment. This is the start of a new chapter in your life. It's where your spirit meets your life. My beloved, heaven sent me another sign. Tonight, your changed energy will make someone you didn't expect to think of you. It will be honest, deeply felt, important. The next sign, my child, is a gentle breakup with someone who has been draining your energy. It will become normal and necessary. My beloved, heaven showed me one last picture. A moment is coming up faster than you think. A moment when you get something that makes everything clear. This is why heaven got together last night, my child. This is why the hour of 9:10 p.m. is important. And now, my beloved, there is one more layer. Your life will be changed by what this divine encounter shows you. The revelation of what this divine encounter will unlock in your life is the last layer. My beloved, and it is the part that heaven guarded the most closely. This is the last truth from last night's meeting. It's why everything else that was said mattered. And it's why your spirit is so stirred today. My child, when heaven showed you the divine encounter, it also showed you why it was happening. This meeting isn't just about getting something new. It's about letting go of old things. It will let you be free. Freedom from cycles that kept happening without a reason. Freedom from the emotionally heavy things you learned to hide. Freedom from habits that don't fit with the person you are becoming. My beloved, this meeting will bring clarity. You'll suddenly understand why some doors shut, some people left, and some plans fell through. Even though you worked hard to keep them together, what felt like loss at first will turn out to be a new direction. What felt like rejection at first will turn out to be safety. My child, this experience will boost your confidence. Not brash confidence or confidence that you have to fake, but a deep knowing inside. A calm and sure thing, you will no longer doubt your worth. You will stop squeezing your wants down. You will no longer feel bad about wanting more from life. My beloved, you will start to stand, talk, and expect things in a different way. My child, this meeting will bring relationships into alignment. People who are meant to walk with you will naturally get closer. Those who aren't meant to stay will go away without a fight. You won't have to chase, talk, or prove anything. What is lined up will stay in place. What isn't will come out. My beloved, this meeting will open up possibilities. At the right time, what you need will start to show up, not rushed. Do not be late but lined up. Help will show up. There will be solutions. There will be chances that come up in natural ways, not ones that feel forced. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. My child, this meeting will help you heal. Healing on a spiritual as well as an emotional level. The wounds you got used to will finally get better. The pain you thought would never go away will go away. My beloved, the way you breathe will change. You will rest in a different way. You'll have different trust. My child, heaven told me that this meeting will let you speak up. You will no longer be afraid to tell the truth. You won't have to think too much about what you say. You won't feel like no one sees or hears you anymore. My beloved, just being there with you will make things better. My child, this meeting will start a chain reaction. things will start to move once it gets there. Not all at once or in a crazy way, but slowly and on purpose. Each step that is in the right place will lead to the next. The answer to one prayer will make room for the next. Heaven made this clear, my beloved. This meeting doesn't overwhelm. That's right. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense. It doesn't take anything away from you. It gets you better. This is why heaven has been calling you since last night, my child. That's why the message seems unique. This is the reason your spirit is awake. This is why the hour of 9 p.m. is important, because alignment starts when there is awareness. When the meeting ended, my beloved, heaven gave you one last promise. You won't miss what's meant for you. You won't be late. You won't be forgotten. It knows your name, when it's coming, and how it's going to get to you. I want my child to walk carefully but with confidence from now on. Pay attention. Keep your door open. Stay in line. There's no need to push anything. There's nothing you need to chase. The things that heaven opened up last night are already on their way. Please remember this, my beloved. You were kept safe. You were picked. You were marked. You were speeded up. Your life won't go backwards again. Loose, my beloved. Please share this message with someone you know who is at a crossroads. As soon as you give up what heaven gave you, it gives you more. Sharing this word lets the breakthrough anointing spread through your whole network, not just your own life. Rest in this truth, my child. Stay in the present. Trust what starts to happen after 900 p.m. today. Before you leave, my beloved, I want you to do one simple act of faith on this video. Slowly press the like button. Not because they always do it, but because they agree to. In this context, liking is more than just participating. It's also about being in line with what's being said. It lets God's favor flow toward you and lets your spirit know that it is open. As you do it, say to yourself, I accept what heaven has given me. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.